Alright, for some reason, when I start these things in Streamlabs, the chat takes a minute. But I can't see any chat just yet, if there is chat, but we'll give it a minute here and let it do its thing and finally start populating in. Anytime now. Anytime now. I don't know why it does this. It's driving me nuts. I don't know why it does this. Come on, Streamlabs, show me what I need to see. Okay, there it is. Okay, got it. There's Texas Cutie. Okay. Good deal. Texas Cutie. Good morning. Alright. Chat's working, kinda. Good morning to everyone. We're headed down into Austin right now. Gonna go check on a few things, do some stuff, see what's happening out on the streets. Go from there. We're gonna have a long day today out here. I got a lot to do. Mr. Chainsaw Man, his camp burned yesterday, so I'm gonna be going in there to film it a little bit later today. See if we can talk to him and see what happened. I think I should have a video out probably by this evening about what happened with his camp. I do know that his camp caught on fire yesterday, and a couple of propane canisters exploded in his camp. It was down off of Westgate and Stastny. His camp caught on fire and his propane tanks exploded. So we're gonna go in there this morning and see what it is that we can figure out and see what happened. Maybe we can, I'm hoping I'll be able to talk to him and ask him what happened. But we'll have to see how that works. Good morning, Killer Carla, Texas Cutie. My chat's still taking a bit to catch up here. Man, there's a lot of traffic coming out of Cedar Park today. Going into Austin. Want to hear something funny? My eye, where I got smacked, hurts worse today than it has hurt since I got hit. It probably looks a lot worse too. I know it looks a lot worse. I'll show you guys here in just a little bit. I'll show you what it looks like. It's not looking good. The bruise is like going all the way down to my ear hole. I'm telling you, Jeffrey, we thought we were getting it here. You got it in Houston. We didn't even get much. We got a little bit of rain for about 15 minutes. Yo, Adrian. Oh, that shiner's looking good, Bill. I am looking like a champ. I'm looking like a champ. I'm looking like I went 5 rounds with Mike Tyson is what I'm looking like. I don't know why. It's just now started to get worse. It's like going down my cheek towards my ear for some reason, which I don't understand that. Maybe it's just like the blood that's draining down my cheek. See, here, let me tell you guys a story. What is today? Today is Saturday, so this happened, I think it was Thursday evening. Yes, it was Thursday evening. Down on Riverside Drive, there was a shooting that happened at a gas station down on Riverside. A man got shot, a Hispanic man got shot, died right there on the scene, right? This happened Thursday night. Well, yesterday, APD came out with the details about that. And what it was there was a man that was drunk. His girlfriend worked at a business beside the gas station. And he showed up there to cause her a little bit of trouble. And anyway, long story short, a man stepped in between them, like, look, you can't be roughing up this female. And the man pulled a knife out on the Good Samaritan. Pulled a knife out on him. And so the Good Samaritan shot him and killed him right there. No charges have been filed. They haven't said if any charges will be filed, but you know what? The police department may not file any charges, but what they'll end up doing is finishing their investigation, sending it on to the district attorney, which is Jose Garza, and then Jose Garza could bring charges. So, I don't know. I feel bad for the guy. You know, it's just wild that I had an incident where I stepped in between a man and a woman on Thursday during the day, and that exact same situation happened Thursday night, but it happened with deadly consequences. So it kind of makes me a little I don't know what to say. It makes me feel a little weird. I'm so glad that all I got was a shiner and I didn't get a bullet. Yes, hit the like and subscribe, my friends. Yeah, I was gonna do some live streaming from these storms yesterday, but they just did not materialize here in our area. San Antonio, down that area, they got some pretty large hail and some damaging winds. Then you got Houston that got hit pretty good. So, and then Thursday, it was Kentner, Copper's Cove, that area up north of us that got hit. Yeah, Texas Cutie, it probably makes me think that I probably shouldn't be doing that anymore. But, you know, I mean, I was always raised that if you see somebody roughing up a female, you do something about it. It's all of our business at that point. Like, if you're in public and you see a man beating on a woman, that makes it my business. It's just like an adult beating on a child. You know, that makes it all of our business. But I guess nowadays, with as violent and dangerous as people are, you can't take that chance. Brenda, do you want to dance? Brenda, give me half a chance. Brenda, I moved wrong yesterday. I feel like I broke a rib. Oh, no. Get you an ace bandage and put it around your chest. Telling you, it'll make you feel better. It'll make you feel better. I moved wrong. I feel like I broke a rib. Yep. Brenda, do you want to dance? Brenda, give me half a chance. Yeah. I woke up not in a very good mood this morning. I woke up not in a very good mood, my friends. I can't sit on the sidelines. I play the game. Violence is a tool of ignorance, and I can't go. You know, you see something wrong. It's like the right thing to do is to help people. And, but man, people are so violent nowadays that it does, you know, it's like you never know when somebody's going to pull a gun out and pop one in you. Or pull a knife out and try to stab you with it. And I don't care what anybody says. Is just as pains in our bodies that you don't want to puncture. And if you do, you're going to bleed out rather quickly. So, Brenda, do you want to dance? Brenda, give me half a chance. Brenda, yeah, good old Rami, man. Rami caught his camp on fire yesterday. If you can believe that. Well, I believe it. I've been saying for a long time, with all these propane tanks that are in these homeless camps, we're lucky a firefighter didn't get killed yesterday by one of those tanks blowing up in the fire. You guys know how violent, I think most people know how violent those propane tanks can explode. And when they do explode, it's like a freaking bomb going off. And he had 2 of them explode. So, I don't know. The thing that really upsets me about this whole situation is he has a criminal trespass that is active. He is not supposed to be on that piece of property. There is a active criminal trespass on him for that property. But Austin police has arrested him 9 times for criminal trespass on that property, and every single time the district attorney has declined the charges. So Jose Garza will not follow through with the charges. Simon, what's up? Actually, we're leaving Cedar Park. We're in Austin now. People ask why I carry a 9, because last time I tried to open a bag of chips. There you go, Bill. Melanie, what's up? Good morning. Simon, good morning. Bill's shooting his lays with his 9mm this morning. Thanks, and why they did. Yeah, Texas Cutie, I think what happened, we have a council member here in Austin. His name is Zoe. We call him Propane Zoe, because when he was running, he handed out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of propane tanks to the homeless community. And I would almost guarantee you that those propane tanks came from him. Yep. Well, I don't know. Those tanks, if it has the safety on them, if it gets put in the middle of a fire, does that matter? You know what I mean? I mean, will the safety keep it from exploding? Because his camp burned big, and so the tanks were inside the fire, from what I understand. And after the fire department got there, it actually took them a little bit before the damn things exploded. So they were in the fire. I don't know what that would do with that, if there was a safety on it, if it would keep it from exploding or not. I guess the fire would probably make it build up pressure, and then it would blow out, and then probably just shoot a flame out. There you go. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, Texas Cutie, that's what I was just thinking. It becomes a big blowtorch. That makes a lot of sense. But it keeps the pressure from building up and exploding. That makes a lot of sense. I'd rather have a big blowtorch than a big bomb any day. I don't know about you guys. But no bombs for me. And that's basically what the thing becomes, is a big bomb. I mean, look what happened here in northwest Austin. Your keyboard makes no sense. Yeah. All right. Yep. Any day. So we're gonna head down right now. We're gonna head down to what time is it? 10. What is it? About 10:30. 10:37. All right. We're gonna head down to South Austin. We're gonna go see if they got the idiot protesters out at the Tesla. I'm almost certain they do. But let's head down there and see if they're out there being idiots today. Richie B, what's up, brother? We're going to head down to South Austin real quick and see if our favorite protesters are out protesting today. I miss my little protest buddies there. I haven't got to see them in a while. Richie B. Richie Rich. Richie, rich. Less property taxes, more tacos. I agree with that. Heck yeah. That billboard says less property taxes, more tacos. I can get on that bandwagon. I love tacos. And I'm not talking about Taco Bell tacos either. I'm talking about tacos. Real tacos. My favorite is guisada. I love a guisada taco. Put some onion on it and put some cilantro on it. Little bit of lime juice. Are they building walking bridges? No, they're just expanding the dang highway down here, I think. Man, now I'm thinking about tacos. Nope, you haven't heard a whole lot about it, Bill. It's kind of, the news cycle is a little psychotic in this country. I love it that my wife, when she makes tacos, she doesn't make like the Americanized taco. My wife makes good Mexican food. She can cook, boys. She can cook. If we have a pot roast or any kind of beef that we've had, she'll take, like, if we have it left over and it's, we need to use it, she'll cut it up into chunks or shred it up, and she'll make tacos out of it. Put some onion and some tomato in the pot with it while it's cooking, a little bit of jalapeno. Long term. I hope they do a long-term Doge. Good Lord, my eye is a little blurry in my right side. I think I popped a blood vessel in my eye when I got whacked on Thursday, and it's kind of making my eye a little wonky. Here's something serious for every day to help me out. Should a hog tie straight up to who's biting everybody? Yes, hog tie. Yeah, if they're biting people, immobilize them. If it's a violent dog, you gotta immobilize them. They almost had a wreck right there. If there was a dog around my house and he was trying to bite my kids, my animals, I would probably shoot him. Have they not updated their website, Bill? As they had that website. Have they not put any of their findings? We got to get out of this traffic. That's what I'm saying. Time for a pew, Jeff. Got to get. If that dog's violent and he's attacking people and animals, time to put him down. Oh, they'd never know, Jeffrey. They'd never know. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Violent animal. Especially an animal that you don't know. I hate thinking about killing any animal like that, but if it's biting people and it's hurting people, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, Killer Carla's got to come back down and get some Mexican food. I eat well, my friends. I eat well. We get off the highway up here. I'm going to show y'all my eye. Y'all want to see my eye? Anybody want to see it? My eye looks so bad. My wife keeps telling me that she's going to start telling people that I got out of line. I'm like, yeah, you start spreading that rumor and see how quick the cops get to our house. You spread that rumor makes it online. Hell, man, people are already reporting. Did y'all see over on X, I put that up where somebody reported to X that I was suicidal? Jesus Christ. If the rumors got out on the internet that my wife was beating me, the cops would be at our house in nothing but a second. Oh, broken vessels look horrible. Man, it's broken, that's for sure. Oh, let's take it about you, but not the German Shepherd's pain in the butt. Yep. All right, let me stop over here and I'll show you all my Oho real quick. I'll show you my Oho. Get off the road before I end up having a wreck. Trying to show you guys my black eye. Alright, y'all ready to see this? Alright. Oh man, it's not gonna let me spin the camera around. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to do it this way. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do it this way right here so you can see it. How does that look? Look good? See how it's kind of going down into my cheek down here? Like up here in my eye? Looks good, doesn't it? Looks good. Yeah, it froze. It froze. I screwed it up. We should be back though. We should be back. We should be back. Elise, I'm sorry. You know what? Dash may be panhandling before it's over. Are we back? Y'all got me again? I hope we're back. I think we're back. We should be back. Okay, cool. Yeah, when I turned it around to show you guys my eye, it I don't know, I hit a button or something. I don't know what I did. Let's see. So how'd I do that to my eye? I was in a homeless camp Thursday after the stream on Thursday. I went into the Tom Donovan Nature Trail, and there was a man and a woman in there, and the man was beating up on the woman, and I stepped in between them and I told the guy to leave her alone, and he wasn't happy about that. Well, neither was the girl. The girl attacked me too, and while the girl was attacking me and I was trying to keep her off of me, the dude picked up a board and whacked me in the head with it and then took off running. So no good deed goes unpunished. I mean, I was always raised, if you see a man beating on a woman, you got to do something about it. It's all of our business. And it pissed her off and him off, and he hit me with a board or a big stick or something. And then it kind of stunned me. And right after he hit me, he took off running. And so by the time I got my senses back to myself, he was already off in the woods. So I just went back and got in the car and went home. I didn't even do anything else the rest of the day on Thursday. I literally got in the car and went home. And it sucks though, because it broke my camera and my gimbal. And so we're cameraless right now and gimballess. I just replaced those in December. I just replaced them after they were stolen out of the Dashmobile. And now they're broken. When that woman came at me, I ended up dropping them. We were under a bridge on Williamson Creek, and you know how those bridge has like the concrete things that kind of go down towards the water. She knocked my camera that was in the gimbal out of my hand, and it went rolling down the side, and it just busted it all up. Kelly, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I saw my shiner. Yeah. The shiner is not the worst part, I'm telling you. That's just kind of like a little bit of a bruised ego thing. The worst part is the equipment that I lost. It went down the side of the concrete, busted it, and then went off into the water. And that's all she wrote. And I just replaced those in December. They were brand new. Well, basically brand new. Yeah, it didn't hurt that bad. I mean, believe me, it looks a lot worse than what it really is. It does not hurt that bad. It's just a little bit sore. But we're working now to... I got to replace the camera and the gimbal. And I don't know when I'm going to be able to do that. So we're going to be doing... my camp videos are going to go down in quality quite a bit. VSE, what's up? Home Skillet. Jim Rockford. Yeah. Jim Rockford. Good day, sir. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, my eye's it looks a lot worse than what it really is, I promise. I promise. Mother's Day is coming. Yeah. That means Father's Day is coming too. But if you guys do want to support the channel, down in the description are ways to do that. You can help me replace my gimbal. Brandon, what's up? 5 seconds. What? In 5 seconds. What was? Oh, I got beat up in a homeless camp. Was that a good summation? I got beat up in a homeless camp. Yeah, we're heading down there right now, Jim. I just wanted to... there's an accident out on Mopac, so I had to take a little bit of a longer way. So you found them. Found who? Well, yeah, I went home that afternoon, and does anybody know? Let me ask you a question. Everybody online was sending me messages telling me to put a steak on my face. What is that all about? What does a steak do if you have a black eye? I mean, legitimately, what does a steak do? How does that help a black eye? I've never understood that. Is it because it's cold? I've never understood what that's all about. Brandon, I got beat up. I got a big old black eye, brother. Actually, I didn't get beat up. I got hit in the head with a stick or a board or something. And then the PUSSY took off running like the chicken shit that he is. I just used my, I have a bag, we have kids, so I have the, you know, those ice packs, the gel packs. I just used that. Come from the movie Top Hat, Fred Astaire. Yes, it comes from the refrigerator. It's cold. Okay, perfect. I guess that's what it is. Brandon, no, man. He was a crackhead. Took off running. The woman didn't care. The woman tried to beat me up too. That's how he hit me with the board, is because when I stepped between him and her, she went absolutely ape shit, and she started trying to claw my eyes out. And while I was trying to keep her off of me, he hit me with a board. And then they trotted off into, they scurried off into the woods like the crackheads that they are. So, I just went and got back in the car and went home. Well, the first thing I did was crawl down there and get my stuff out of the creek. And then I went back to the car and went home. But it really does suck to lose that equipment, though. It really does suck to lose that equipment. Raw potato, and an hour later it's gone. Interesting. I wonder if it's too late now. I mean, it's pretty, it looks pretty bad. I mean, I guess it could be a lot worse, but it doesn't look very good. Kelly, welcome in to the stream. Jim, Bill, Brandon, VSE, all of you wonderful people that just dropped in. Oh man, yeah, we're heading down to Tesla right now, Jim Rockford. I think we're still live over on X. I think so. Regulating the train animal control offices. State law requires responses to animal. Yep. I thought that was the deal, Texas Cutie, that they did require that. especially when it was a human that was bit. Don't they have to do something where they take the animal and do some kind of testing or something like that? Isn't that what happens? They put them in quarantine or whatever? I think there's a whole procedure that they do, if I'm not mistaken. But again, I could just be pulling that directly out of my ass. Yeah. Believe me, I'm not an expert. Not an expert. They regurgitate and train animal control officers. Yes. This is just Texas kid. Yep. Call 911. Have an officer come out. 100%. Especially if they bit somebody. Let them handle it. And they should handle it. There shouldn't be an issue. Man, I cannot believe that person sent in a report to X that I was self-harming. They kind of locked my account until I reached out to them and confirmed. You know, they asked me a few questions. They locked my the Dash account was locked the other morning for a while, and I couldn't get into it because somebody reported to X that I was self-harming. Do you know how much bullshit that really is? And I'm surprised that they didn't report it to the authorities, you know, in the area, because they know where I'm registered. I'm a verified, monetized creator on X. They know my address, you know. I'm surprised they didn't report it to the authorities. And I'm just waiting on the cops to pull up at any point now, saying, hey, we need to talk. Just waiting on it to happen. I don't care how much you hate or disagree with somebody. That's one of those things that you don't do, man. It's like swatting. You do not start making reports that somebody is suicidal. The people, you know, the authorities take that stuff serious, man. Get some. Good morning. Yeah, Top Notch is awesome. Top Notch is good stuff. Quarantine immediate submission and Pharaoh to the state lab. There you go. Chicken shit's coming all shape. Well, doing that, and, you know, I mean, not only is it, you know, a slap in the face to everybody that deals with depression and has actually thought about self-harming, to use that as a political tool to slap somebody you disagree with around. That's not a subject that you play around about. Come by one of the top-notch Thursday night car shows. Heck yeah, I'd love to do that, actually. Is it every Thursday night at Top Notch? I would actually love to do that. I may do that. I love some good old cars. All right. So we're headed down south right now. I just got a couple of messages that there's actually some pretty big activity going on down here at the Tesla protest. So we're about to see. We're not too far. About 15 minutes away. We're about 15 minutes away. Get some Jay. Good to have you in here. Hope you're feeling well, man. I hope you're doing better. I hope your health is holding up for you. Now remember, there's an area right down here that we're about to go through that I will lose connection. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize now. Man, oh man. I was thinking about Jeffrey last night. I was wondering if I could remember what part of Houston he was in, because I was following the storms down there. Get some J. You guys are all so nice to each other. I love this community of people. You know, and that's why I am kind of glad. You know, I would rather build my presence up over on X. But here on YouTube, I don't want it to get any bigger. I'm glad that, you know, they have limited my reach after demonetizing. Because if we grew bigger, the chat would just fill up with idiots, and there would be, like, the community would be gone, basically. And I don't want that to happen. I want it to stay just like it is. I do not want it to grow on YouTube. I would rather it stay just like it is. Y'all see the tornado in Briggs? Yes, ma'am, sure did. Yeah, I was running home from that to throw the wife and kids in the car and get away from it. As that thing was heading south, we thought it was coming. We never realized just how addicted to power we are until it goes off. That is the truth. I need to go under. There's a bridge up here where Shoal Creek goes under Lamar. We're on Lamar right now, and we need to go under the bridge. There's supposed to be a massive homeless camp under the bridge. I need to walk under there. I would stop and do it now, but I don't have a gimbal anymore. My gimbal's toast. God, every time I think about it, it makes me sick at my stomach. Losing equipment's not fun. Every time I think about it, it makes me mad. I want to go find that crackhead and take it out of his ass. 3 inches, not bad. Not bad. You know, yesterday I thought we were going to get some really, really bad storms, but it went south of us. It went south. South and north. South and north. But right up here, there's a bridge that goes under Lamar. And there's a massive homeless camp under there. Or there's supposed to be. Unless the city cleaned it out. Let's see, what is this? 24th Street. I'm telling you, he probably would too. I'm not a fighter anymore. I'm just a dad. I'm too old to be fighting. That's why I couldn't believe when he did it. It's not that it stunned me because he hit me hard. It stunned me because I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, I get some. I showed it a while ago. I got a big old shiner. It actually goes from my ear up into my eye and up into my eyebrow. I got whacked. I got hit with a board on Thursday. I was in a homeless camp, and there was a man and a woman fighting, and long story short, the man picked up a board and hit me upside the head with it. Which, like I was saying, that's not the bad part. I mean, the black eye will go away, but I dropped my camera and my gimbal on the concrete and it fell down in the water. That's what sucks. That's what sucks. Use your words, intellect, not your fist. Yeah, I wasn't trying to be violent. I was just trying to talk to them and de-escalate. And that mofo just blanked, just got me right side of the head. I usually do get some. I usually have a second man with me, but like I said, the Tom Donovan Nature Trail, it's where it happened. It's always been a very safe area. Very safe area. Here's the bridge that the camps are under. It's always been a exceptionally safe area, and I felt safe going in there alone. But it is what it is. And then that same night, here's what's crazy, Getson. That same night, Thursday night, there was another fight between a man and a woman down on Riverside Drive, right over on the southeast part of Austin. Another fight between a man and a woman, and another Good Samaritan kind of intervened in that one as well. And the boyfriend pulled a knife on the Good Samaritan, and the Good Samaritan shot him and killed him right there in the gas station parking lot. This literally happened not 6 hours after my incident. It's exactly what I was thinking, Bill, when I sat down in the car. I'm not kidding you. It was funny. I don't know what was funnier, the actual that the woman and him both were trying to fight me, or after he hit me, they took off like a bunch of crackheads. That's what was funny. Gets him. Boy, if my wife heard me talking about calling an escort company, I'd be coming to live with you. I'd be coming to live with you, brother. She's already, man, I put her through too much. I'm telling you right now. My wife she hates it when I go into these camps because she's always afraid I'm going to get hurt. And I get it. I try to be safe, though. I try to take a second man with me, but, you know, right now, you know, we're bringing in hardly anything, so it's hard for me to pay a second man, so I just do it myself. I just do it myself. But I'm not reckless, I'll tell you that. It may be kind of stupid, but I'm definitely not reckless. I've been doing to stay. VSE, you ever want to come along, man? Let's do it. It's it's hardly ever violent. I mean, this was one of those things that just never happens. There you go, get some. The swelling goes down. Yeah, now, there's hardly, I mean, I've never been messed with, really. This was the first time that I've really, well, I've been messed with. I've been chased with rebar. I mean, it's happened, but it hasn't happened in a while. But still, there's so many shootings in these homeless camps. Hell, there was a murder over this last weekend in a homeless camp. A woman got shot, and but that's why when I'm in the camps, especially the camps that I'm kind of wary of, I wear body armor under my clothes, and I wear it under my shirt because I don't want the people in the camps to mistake me for the authorities. They will not talk to the authorities. So I wear it under a thick shirt, that way you can barely see it. I want them to be comfortable and to talk to me. I don't want them to be wary of me, thinking I'm some kind of a cop or something. Damn Waymos. Two driverless cars right here together. Get some comments. Came on TV, but not my phone. Interesting, Jeffrey. I'm gonna call me an escort. I'm gonna tell my wife it was Getsom's idea. Actually, if she's listened to this, I'm probably already in trouble. There's another one. There's 3 driverless cars right here in the same block. There's one behind me, one in front of me, and one on the other side of the road. I hate these stupid Waymos. Look how slow it's going. Crazy, man. It's so wild seeing a car with nobody in it. This doesn't feel right. Alright, we're going to go down here and turn. We're almost at this Tesla dealer down on St. Elmo. I'm going to be there here very shortly. Man, my phone's getting hot. Is it still streaming? Have we... No, we're still streaming, it looks like. Are we? Yep, we're still streaming. How do they do that when police pull over driverless car? You got me, Jim. I've been asking that question for almost a year now, and I can't get anybody to answer me, to be quite honest. I wish Ben Brady was in here. Ben is, he was a retired judge. I would love to ask Ben about that. I don't know, Jim. That's a very good question. Who gets the ticket? I don't know. Been asking that question for a while. Nobody seems to know. It hasn't really happened. I mean, there is a video floating around where one of them did get pulled over, and it took the car a little bit to pull over. I think the cops thought they were going to have to chase it for a while, but I don't know the outcome of that. And if I remember right, the cops on the scene couldn't really figure out what to do either. I mean, it's like one of those legal gray areas because it's never happened before. It's like they don't really know what they're dealing with. I mean, how do you give a ticket to a car? Or how do you give it to the company? Who do you write it to? There's got to be an individual with a driver's license. I don't know. And now there's stories out there that Waymo, I think it's Waymo, is getting ready to start selling the taxis to individuals like you and I. Isn't that crazy? They're getting ready to sell their driverless taxis to you and I. I don't know if that means that it's for personal use and you can just have the car drive you wherever you want to go, or if you're buying it to run a business. I don't know. I don't know what it means. But I can tell you right now, you couldn't pay me enough to own one of those cars. Can you imagine the liability that you put yourself under if you're putting a car on the street without a driver? If it kills somebody, I mean, your liability, I mean, you are exposing yourself majorly. That makes sense, Jeffrey. Insurance companies insure the person, but not the car. Exactly. But you think about it, if you bought a driverless car and you owned it yourself as a person, and you put that car on the street and it killed somebody, you know, you're not a big corporation. I can't believe they're selling them to individuals. You know, most people don't have that, you know, they're not covered. You know, it's like you don't have an LLC that if you get sued, crazy stuff, man. Crazy, crazy stuff. Kelly, well, let's see, when I bought it in December, about 170 bucks, something like that. 70 bucks. We'll get it back. Hopefully here pretty soon we'll get it back. And we'll be right back out in the camps doing our thing. Lesson learned, man. Do not step in between a crackhead man and a crackhead woman. I should have saw that coming a mile away. This is the first black eye that I have had in... It's probably been over years. I mean, probably longer. Could find them. I mean, what are they going to do? Reimburse me? They're crackhead homeless people. They're not going to be reimbursing anybody. And to be quite honest, I don't even know if I could identify them, even if I could. I don't know if I would recognize them or not. I don't know. But here we are. It's kind of like an 18-wheeler. You own the truck. We have insurance on it. With the trailers have insurance. We hooked up to it. Interesting. Very interesting. My bro in California just rents cars. People on fleets. It's a weird business, man. Yup. I mean, better than to get involved in that. But again, I mean, you know, it's like your instinct is to help people that are, you know, like if you see a female and a male is beating that female, like, most men's natural instinct is to protect the female, right? And so, like, it's just kind of like a reaction. I think my dad would have been proud of me, to be quite honest. And I think what it was they were both on drugs. I could smell the meth coming out of their pores. I think they were both on drugs. I think she was either wanting him to go get drugs, or he had drugs and wouldn't give them to her, and she was freaking out, and, you know, then he started putting his hands on her. That's why when I stepped in between them, she took off at me, I think. I think it has something to do with drugs. Holy smokes. Wait a minute. We're coming back around here. Y'all gotta, holy shit, y'all gotta see this. How did I miss this from before? We gotta go turn around and come back up. Y'all gotta see this massive ass camp at Man Shack and Ben White. Wow, I cannot believe the city has let that stay there. We're gonna go back to Man Shack and Ben White. I wanna show y'all this. There's a huge homeless camp right on the curb, man. What in the world is happening? The city usually does not let the camps grow on the curb like that. My luck. I'd be stepping between Ronda Rousey and Conor McGregor. I'm glad. My luck. I'd be stepping between Ronda Rousey and Conor McGregor. I'm glad that he didn't. Me a couple of seconds to get my wits back around me. He could have probably have let me get able to do to help them get off the street, and then maybe pass along a little message like, you know, you might want to think about moving out of here. You're gonna lose all this stuff. It's right back up under this bridge here. We're just gonna go under. Holy moly, man. I mean, they have literally set up shop under there. For a motel in Ireland or something. She went after me like a spy. I mean, it's like a chihuahua on crack is what it was. Poor Dave, and it was all like it was. In Austin right there. Freaking dogs running around everywhere. What in the world is... Y'all see that? Let me get back under here and stop real quick. Man, I don't know if y'all can see that over there, but why will it not let me? Dang it, I need my camera back, man. I need my Pixel. This sucks. I can't even zoom in. Why is it not letting me zoom in? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting frustrated. Yeah, it's because my main camera broke, man. I broke it fighting in a homeless camp. Stupid. But, I mean, that's a big camp. That is a big camp. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people there. And, let's see. They have stuff from, look, there's a cart from, I think that looks like a Goodwill cart. They have so much clothes over there. They have so many clothes over there right now. And I don't know. I don't know who these people are. They've got a whole thing set up down here in the parking lot. I want to find out who these people are, because they're the people that's handing out all these clothes right now. And you know, I don't have a problem with people needing clean clothes, but I do have a problem when you have that much. You know, I mean, this is how it is today. Wait until we come back tomorrow, and then the next day. You're going to see this camp progressively double in size every single day. They will double in size and double in size and double in size. Yep, Jim. Let me move up here real quick and see. Hang on. Let me move up here real quick so y'all can get a better like thing from hang on a second. That is a like a rack from a store, which it's stolen. It's stolen. I'm telling you right now, it's stolen. But I've got some. I just used my other phone, and I've got some good video of this. I'm gonna send this to Homeless Strategy. They'll have this cleaned out of here within the next couple of days. What is today? Saturday. I would bet by Monday afternoon this will be gone. Yeah, it's a lot of that stuff is stolen. You can see a lot of it looks like it's from. I wished I could zoom in, man. It looks like a lot of that stuff is from stores and things from around here. So I want to see who these people are up here that are. I want to see who these people are handing out stuff. Serve. There. I really am. I should have never gotten involved. I don't think I've ever seen that group out here on the streets before. Dumpster divers, yep. Yeah, we'll make sure. I will reach out and let them know that they probably should move on, or they're going to lose a lot of their stuff. I like to talk to these folks and see what their story is, see why they're on the street, see what caused them to be out here. Data is the only way. You gotta have data, and you gotta know what's causing people to be out here. And in my experience talking with these folks out here on the street, it's drugs. It's always drugs. Always drugs. Drugs, alcohol, mental health. The three biggest drivers of homelessness in this city. And, you know, you'll hear, like, Echo just did their point in time count. Three biggest drivers of homelessness in this city. And here, like, Echo did their out lie. I'm going to from here. To liars. They underreport the number of homeless people. So I'm about to get on my soapbox because Echo treats me, you know, like a piece of trash, but yet I never see them out here on the street, you know? It's like, we're out here doing everything we can to help whoever we can help and to help keep these camps closed down, and they treat me like I'm an outcast, like I'm a radical, like I have no right to be out here. You know, we're out here begging for scraps, and they're taking in millions, and we never see them. And you know what? That's the thing. When that young woman last week that needed help, she's probably about 20 years old. And all day long, I worked to try to get that woman some help. It just went on and on. Not one nonprofit, not one service provider, the city, no one would do shit. No one would lift a finger. But yet they come at me and tell me, oh, you know, you're dangerous. You don't have any right to be out here. Stupid people, man. I swear to God. It's not freedom. People try slaving their life. Yes, money to greedy landlord, pay bills. Yes, sir. Yep, I'm telling you, Bill. Problem with the dog, nobody wants to work. But yep, exactly. What Texas Cutie say? Did I miss a message? Tracked him down like a wild dog. Yeah, but no, I mean, it really does. It's really ridiculous. You know, that they say that we have no right to be out here. We're radicals. We're dangerous. And I couldn't get them to lift a finger for that young woman last week. Actually, it was this week. Couldn't get them to lift a freaking finger, man. And they were just going to let her rot on the street alone. They know exactly what happens to young women on the street by themselves. They know how dangerous it is, but they don't care. They don't care. So, screw them. Living in a van down by the river. Yeah, they hate me, that's for sure. They're probably behind some of the shit people reporting that I'm suicidal and all of this nastiness, man. I've never been suicidal. Never. Go! Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting upset. I gotta stop that. Right down the street here is this protest. This Tesla protest. We're gonna go stop there and say hi to our buddies. We'll go stop and say hi to some people. Yeah, well, that's a big if they were to pay attention. And they won't. Yep. Yeah. If you're not towing the line, if you don't, you know, if you've got different politics, if you've got different beliefs, then you're on the outside, buddy. You don't belong in here with the cool kids. You know, the thing is, with the work that we do in the city and how much we get done, if I was a liberal, if I was a progressive, if I was to toe the line, if I towed the party line, Dash would be $1 million company right now. And I'm not kidding you. Close I have to come soon. I'd let my wife drive with me in the car. I feel you on that one. But I'm serious. If we had different politics, we would be $1 million organization right now. They would help us. They would fund us. They would, but we're not, and I refuse. I refuse. I would rather stay small and barely make it than go to their side. Yeah, it's in. I'm just waiting on the approval. Get some. We're almost there, I think. Pen on the street just made think. Yeah, oh yeah. It's gonna be bad. Fentanyl's making its making itself known here in Austin right now. Nope, I don't either, Brenda. I don't either. I think we're, even though we're barely getting by, we're barely just scraping by. And some weeks we don't even do that. We're still making a bigger difference than a lot of these $1 million nonprofits that's running in this city as it is, in my opinion. I mean, I'm a little biased because Dash has been like everything to me for the last 2 years, especially the last year. It's been really everything to me. So maybe I'm a little biased, I don't know. But I can tell you that they're not doing all that they say they're doing. Alright, we need to turn right up here. We need St. Elmo. Let's see, St. Elmo. I can't remember if it's on this side of the highway or the other side of the highway. I think it's back here though. I think it's back here. Let me have a look. Yeah, free needles and crack pipes, we'd be there, man. We would be there. And what's funny is, because I carry a lot of Narcan with me, just in case we come into contact with fentanyl in these camps. I don't want to die from, being stupid. And so I will end up giving out Narcan when I go into these camps. When I see these young females in the camps that are on fentanyl, I always give them some Narcan. And these people hate me, but I go and take their Narcan. I'll go back to that Texas Harm Reduction and go in and get a box of Narcan from them. Idiots. They're like, but don't you want the rest of it? I'm like, no, I don't want the rest of it. I just want the Narcan. And they give it out like candy in there. They give it out like candy. All right, let me look at my map. I got to figure out where we're going. It's up here. Let's see, St. Elmo. Okay. Probably are, Jim. I've heard of people doing that. Dead body found by Del Valley. Is it a homeless person? Do you have the address? Let's see, this is industrial. Dead body found in Del Valley. See, I don't even have my X open. In the middle of the street. Really? Where at? Yeah, diabetics going there for supplies. Let's see. St. Elmo is this way and that way. I don't see them. I can't remember where on St. Elmo that these idiots are at. Gilwell, right by Del Valley High School. Interesting. That sucks. Wonder if it was a homeless guy. They are. That sucks. Wonder if... Here they are. Here's our friends. Here's our buddies. Looks like the same people. Same type of people anyway. There's a little bit of media here. I don't see any counter protesters this time. What time is 11:38? Guarantee you, noon hits, these people are going to be gone. Dang it, I wish I had my other phone and my gimbal. We would go out and I would park and walk over there. Schloss, it's on the Citizen app. That means that APD or somebody put out. Yeah, this is South Austin Tesla. Yeah, they moved it for some reason. They moved it down here. I don't know why they moved it down here. I mean, you know, up where they were at on 183, they were much more visible up there. I don't know why they moved it down here. I mean, there's really no, like, foot traffic. There's no driving. You know, there's not... I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. For... It was going to be a problem, but I didn't think it was going to be this big. They're just chanting, no more Tesla, no more Tesla, no more Tesla. Yeah, I don't see any counter protesters today. I don't see any Trump protesters out here. Jeffrey. Man, I wish I could zoom in because there's a guy right here. There's a guy right here with the American flag that looks like Donald Trump. What a sad protest. Flanagan doesn't realize it, but I will have his emails this week. Yeah, 20 minutes. Yeah, Jim. Waste of time, Jeffrey. Yep, 20 minutes. Noon hits, they will split out of here. 19 minutes from now, they will leave at noon straight up. Oh, they're saying don't buy Tesla. All right. Well, guys, I don't know if I'm going to sit here and listen to this stupid people. These people are... I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, why did they move it from up in North Austin where they had a ton of people going by? They moved it down here, and they have no foot traffic at all. They have no foot traffic. They have no people driving by. Now they'll drive by and honk. They'll think I'm... Let's see what we can do here. Hey, look, there's a guy in a dress. I don't know. They just keep saying it over and over again. Keep Austin weird. I mean, I don't know if that's... I mean, that may be a kilt, actually. That may be a kilt. Actually, I think that is a kilt. Well, good for him. It's kind of dumb. They had some better chance. I think we... Let's see here. What time is it? 11:44. Uh-oh, they changed their chant. All right, boys and girls. That's enough of this. I can see. Yep, Bill. It's wild, ain't it? Yep, Jeffrey. SpaceX has relocated to Austin. They're talking about Jesus right now is what they're talking about. Jesus did something. Oh, that's Will. That's the Trump supporter. He's like one of the only Trump supporters out here. What do you make of all this? It's kind of wild. I don't know really what to think about it, to be honest. That's an electric VW. Oh man. Alright guys, well let's move on. I don't want to sit here talking, looking at this stuff anymore. I mean, it's 11:46. Do y'all want to wait and see if they leave on time, or do y'all want to move on? I will do what y'all want to do. We can move on, I guess. Hey guys over there saying Trump is your president. Trump is your president. Move on. Alright. Electric, real Hitler, yep. Alright, good. Alright, good. I don't want to sit here and listen to this shit anyway. Let's get out of here. Sorry I subjected you guys. Go back over and we should go check out and see if let's go see if they've started moving back into the HEB camp yet. We'll go honk at these people too. They're gonna start yelling and screaming, "Yay! You support us!" Yeah, I didn't want to ruin everybody's day, I'm telling you, man. Donald Trump is your daddy! That guy's looking at me like, you fucking idiot. Fucking idiots. Pardon me. Pardon me. Alright. Beat camp real quick. I want to see if they're moving back in there or not. While we're down here in South Austin. Donald Trump is your daddy. Man, I lost everybody going to that stupid thing. I'm telling you, Jim. It's like everybody stopped watching. Nobody wants to watch these stupid protests anymore, man. I mean, it's the same stuff every weekend. Every weekend, it's the same stuff. Who wants to continue to watch that? That's why I stopped going to them. Man, that's what I should have done. I should have done that. I should have put my hand out like that when we were driving by. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. That might have gotten me in some trouble. Could have gotten me in a little trouble. Jeffrey is. Poor Jeffrey. I need to get back down. So the Williamson Creek Greenbelt, man, I keep looking in the mirror and seeing my poor eye. Holy cow. The Williamson Creek Greenbelt has been filled back up, filled to the brim. And I need to get back in there to do some more filming. Oh yeah, Jim. So especially those that I've helped, some that I've helped to get off the street, like Henry. He was down here on the Williamson Creek Greenbelt. We worked with him. He is off the streets. Drifter, he is a guy that was living up behind the Walmart at 290 and 35. We got him, we actually got him a mower. He was working his way off the street, kind of like I was, and his mower broke. So we were able to get him a brand new lawnmower, and he has since left the street as well. You know, I don't know. There's a lot of good people out. There's a lot of people out here that, you know, you just gotta find the ones that really want help. And if you can find the ones that really want help and try to focus on those people, you can make a difference. I ran into the lady not long ago. I don't know if you guys remember this, but last year there was that little blonde lady. There was that blonde lady we found sitting in the parking lot back behind the Barton Creek Greenbelt. And she was sitting in the parking lot shooting dope right there in the parking lot. And we helped get that girl into rehab. Do y'all remember her, little blonde girl? Anyway, we helped get her into rehab. Got her into Centacor, and she is still, I saw her just the other day, looks completely different. She is still off the drugs, and she's doing better. And I sincerely hope she can stay off the drugs. Sincerely hope she can stay off the drugs. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, what, you know, we're making a difference, I think. Jeffrey, if I were wherever you go, I had to pay. Oh, Jeffrey, thank you, sir. God bless you. You're such an awesome dude. You're such an awesome dude. Y'all, I posted this over on X yesterday. Do you guys remember MAGA Mike? Any of you guys remember MAGA Mike? Used to jump on the stream all the time. Mike would come out and help me in the camps when I needed help to go walk through these places, or if I needed a second man. I think a lot of the newer folks here probably don't remember MAGA Mike. Anyway, MAGA Mike passed away Thursday. So I hate to have to. I mean, I hate it, but yeah, he passed away. I know the details. I don't want to put them out here. But Mike was my age, and he was a good dude. And him and I have been talking recently about I was going to sponsor him to get back into AA. And I mean, it is what it is. I hate it. I hate it. Worse than anything. But I mean, god dang, life is tough, y'all. For people, you know? The guy had just gotten a divorce a little over a year ago. And, I don't know, life is tough, man. Yeah, Jane, he was a pretty decent guy. And we had been talking not long ago about going to, I was going to go to AA with him, was going to sponsor, and just kind of ran out of time. But life is tough. Life is very, very tough. Anyway, Sweet Jane is here. Yeah, life is tough. There's no other way to put it. Drugs and alcohol, man. You know, if you look at how many people the drugs and alcohol kill every year, then I'm not saying that's what killed him, because that's not what killed him. But I'm just saying, if you looked at how many people drugs and alcohol killed, it's a staggering amount of people, man. It is a staggering amount of people. Stayed by myself away from downtown. Yes, Jim. I stayed at the Methodist Church. The Methodist Church. We're gonna go in the back way. I'm not gonna sit through this red light. I'm gonna go in the back way. I slept at the Methodist Church while I was out there. I mean, and Austin's so much different now than what it was when I was out here. It really is. Austin is like double the size now than it was. It's much more violent. I remember back when I was out here on the street, there was a lady. Y'all remember the HEB that was right there at Old Torf and Congress? It was the old HEB, not the new one that they built, but it was that original one that was right there on the corner. There was a lady that she got robbed outside of that HEB, and the guy slashed her throat and killed her. And I remember when that happened, everybody was so shocked in the city, because you don't ever hear that kind of, back then that stuff didn't happen. Austin was a relatively safe city. It's wild. It's wild how much it changed. Got a friend, one of those voice boards. She lost her voice box here she got last night. Loved it, told her holler. Oh, heck yeah. Good deal. Good deal. The bus would take you to the lake. I was by myself in the woods. Nothing wrong with that, Jim. I was scared of the woods. Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having a beer. I'm talking about the people that can't control it, and it ends up taking over your whole life. That's when it becomes a problem, you know? That's when it becomes a problem. Because if you're a person like me, it will take over your whole life. Yep, Jim, sure can. Let's see. What's that? Let's see if these camps are back in here yet again. No, there's no camps in there still. That's interesting. I'm surprised they haven't started moving back in yet. Wild. That's good, though. That's good that they haven't moved back in. Yep, they have. Wait. Where the hell did all those pallets come from? Let me see. Oh, there's still poop buckets in there. That's gross. Yeah, they did a good job. An alcoholic homeless buddy thinks he has a disease and he can't help himself. No, I think you can help yourself. It's hard. Don't get me wrong. I know when I had to stop everything, when I finally made my mind up, it's not easy. It's not easy to put the bottle down and to put the substances down. But it is possible. It is very, very possible for anybody to do it. So there's one area that I wanted to check out real quick. Usually when a big camp like that gets closed down, there will be they'll just move to another area, and we're going to go back down to the Onion Creek Greenbelt real quick and check that area. I would almost guarantee you they've moved back there. What do y'all want to bet? That's one thing Texas Cutie will do. She'll tell you how it is. Ain't that right, Texas Cutie? She will tell you how it is, boys. Alright. This right here is where that other homeless man was murdered. Right there. This right here is where that other homeless man was murdered. Right there. Autos. Let's see what's still in my head if you're ever questioned. Yeah, Texas Cutie has the 411. She has the information, that's for certain. For certain. Alright, y'all. Man, I am just bummed out right now. Nothing wrong with being honest. I always said if Nancy Reagan tried crack, she would like it. She probably would. She probably would. She probably would. Nancy Reagan trying crack. Sounds like a Saturday Night Live skit. Nancy Reagan on crack. What's that person honking at? ABS. Alright, well, I appreciate that. The best of the best blog. I'm gonna have a big mouth, especially when it comes to people I care about. There is nothing wrong with that, Texas Cutie. That is something that's important. That's why I like it when you email me. I try to reply every time, but I mean, you've got such good advice, and it's good. It's like it feels really good to have somebody message you with a, you know, an uplifting or positive note, especially when you're going through different things. I know. Did you see that, Bill? Oh shit. Let's see, I must have been scheduled at 150. If I smoke a brew, it takes 14 minutes. Yep. I hope so too. Oh my God. It's Nancy Reagan on crack. Oh, I'm 67. How old are you? Jim, I don't think so. Not many. The buses really don't go out that way. Are you talking about Lady Bird or Lake Travis? Alright, let's go see down here real quick. Yep, I'm telling you, Sweet Jane, I'm over that. I almost lost an eyeball, and I lost all my gear. And that woman didn't even say thank you. She tried to claw my eyes out. She tried to claw my dang eyes out. Like, what? I was trying to help you, lady. And that's how you say things? You try to hurt me even more. But I won't be doing that again. I can tell you. I learned my lesson. Especially if it's in a homeless camp. That's when I really won't be doing it again. Those drugs will do to you. I'm telling you. You know, I really don't see a whole lot more other people out here. Yeah, well, and what's crazy is that happened to me Thursday right at noon, and then Thursday night, a man did get killed in one of those situations out on Riverside Drive. It's wild, man. I read about that, when I read what happened during that murder on Riverside, I was like, holy shit. Yeah, Jim, this is a weird area. This was a subdivision. So you can see out here, you can see where the houses used to be. The driveways are here. About 12, 13, maybe 14 years ago, something like that. And all the houses, the city bought all this land up, and that's it. That's it. They're not letting anybody live out here anymore. And it's just wild sometimes to come out here, especially at night. You'll see, Jim, exactly, at night, it's really creepy. Here, if you look on, you can see the driveways. You see the driveways? It's just like everything was here. There's still a couple of houses out back here. But, it's mainly just people like that living in their motorhomes. Yeah, this got under I heard about 10 feet of water back then. I don't know. I'm gonna try, yes, but I don't really have a camera to film much. I had a bit of an accident on Thursday. So there's still a house right here. You can see that house. That house is actually, this is Onion, I think they call this the Onion Creek Greenbelt now. But this is one of the only houses that's left out here. This is one of the only ones left. And the homeless have been in there, and I'm sure they're probably still living in there, I would imagine. This is, out, I don't know really what they call this anymore, but it's out off of William Cannon, out east of 35. Onion Creek is literally right back in the trees back here. Mike Jones! Yeah, I'm going to try to get out there for sure. I wish I had a camera to film it, though. I had a button camera that I was going to use, but I need another camera to plug it into. So crazy out here. Hey, there's some crime scene. What in the world? Hang on. Scene tape back there. Wonder what that's all about. Yep, out of here. Wonder what that's all about. They found 2 people out here dead where their bodies have been dropped. I wonder if something like that's happened out here. Yeah, it says crime scene, do not cross. Yeah. I think we should. Yeah, it's always been a big flood problem, and now they just 25 the weather's fire. It's hot, I can tell you that. It gets hot. Let's go see. We've been people walking out here. Something's dead. What the hell? Oh wait, no, it says caution high voltage. Never mind. This is from when houses were out here though. You can see the little telephone box. I don't know what the high voltage stuff is about. Something smells dead out here though. There's a manhole. Yes, Kelly, it does. Do not cross means get over here and see what happened. Of them. I think they call them like some kind of lettuce, like the devil's lettuce, not marijuana, but those. You can make like a tea out of them. I think they call them like some kind of lettuce, like coming out here. It's so creepy on the stream because I don't want anybody to be able to find me out here. Everybody started finding out what I don't think it smelled like a dead rodent or something. Like a dead rodent. All right, Liza, let's go. I'm always careful. Oh, Miss Hirosol, my beautiful wife. Thank you. Yeah, I put her through a lot, guys. Y'all tell her I'm sorry. Y'all can tell her I'm sorry for getting into these stupid situations and getting beat up, hit with a stick, chased by crackheads through a homeless camp. For those that don't know, that is my wife. And I knew she was watching. Or I thought she would be anyway. Donuts are... Oh yeah, in LA for sure. Yep. There's a school back here still though. There's a school right back there. It's an elementary school. There's a elementary school right back there, actually. See, I'm telling you, you can't joke like that right now, man. Somebody's gonna hear that, and and they're gonna call the cops. They're gonna say, holy shit, he's domestic violence. Kelly, thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, my wife puts up with much more than she should with me being out here. I know she worries a lot. You know, I have kids, I have a family, and coming out here messing with crackheads and then walking in with a black eye or a broke knee or a... There's always something happening. It's expensive. She puts up with more than anybody has a right to put up with, I can tell you that. She puts up with too much. I was wanting to see, there was some camps back up in this wooded area. I want to take y'all into a camp real quick. Let me think here where I can take y'all real quick before we end. We could go down. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was very sweet. It is, Bill. That would be the place. If I was living in a van or living in the car, I would be parking out there for sure. Nobody ever goes out there. Nobody's going to jack with you, you know? Let's see. I want to take y'all into a camp. Where can we go real quick? Y'all want to go back over to the Tom Donovan Nature Trail and walk through there? It's just right down the street. That's where I got busted in the eye. I don't mind taking y'all over there. Let's go back over there. It's just right down the street. What time is it? 12:14. We got time. We got plenty of time. Alright, we're going to go over to the Tom Donovan Nature Trail. It's where I got popped in the eye on Thursday. AXN chasing, really? Yes! Let's go, Jim. Let's do it. Maybe I'll see that fucking crackhead. And I'll take it out of his ass. Yep. Old boat. Take an old boat out there, you know, and that would, I mean, I think, you know, if I didn't have a family, if it was just me, I would love to just have a camp. It would be ideal just to be able to walk around. Joey the Gypsy. I've heard of that name. She is close. If there's anybody close, it's her. Faux show. Now, she's probably not going to, Texas Cutie, my wife is not going to like the idea that I'm going back to the scene of the crime 2 days later. But how much battery do I have? All right, I got plenty of battery. Man, I wished I had my gimbal. Gosh darn it. I don't know if I really have any, you know what? Maybe I have I can find something to carry the phone with, I think. Completely shit right now. I really am sorry. But let's get over to the Tom Donovan. You know what? I want to show y'all. I had a lot of video from the Tom Donovan Nature Trail that I lost when the thing took a dump on me. But I'd rather show it to you live anyhow. It's a lot more fun to do it live. I think anyway. Wanted dead or alive, 'cause I'm a cowboy. Yeah, blame it on the crackhead, Jeffrey. The crackhead did it. The crackhead really did do it. And you know what? I got pepper spray and a pistol today, so let them come at me again. Yeah, they were meth heads. You could smell the meth on them. String and a stick. Yeah, you could definitely smell the meth. It was coming out of their pores. It was nasty. But today, I have my pepper spray with me. Gotta get some of that crab. Gotta get some crab. Wanted dead or alive. Believe me, you do more than you should. You put up with more. This job, this dash just gets so extremely stressful on occasions. Like, you know, when I get hurt, or, you know, losing equipment, or, you know, this just gets extremely stressful. And I feel that's the part that I feel, you know, like, not only do I come out here and do this stupid shit going into these camps and having her worry about if I'm dead or alive half the time, but then I come home moody because the stress is so high, and she puts up with a lot. She puts up with a lot. In the Dashmobile you ride. This is the Dashmobile part 2. The original Dashmobile damn near killed me. It really did. It almost took my head off. Yeah. None of this would be possible, though, with her. I can tell you that. None of this would be possible with her. When I tell you guys, like, we both went all in on this, I'm not kidding. Sweet Jane making up a new song. All right, come on, boys, let's go. Jeffrey sent in $5. Jeffrey, thank you, sir. I don't know when you did that, but I just saw it. I am so sorry. Oh, you did that quite a while back. Oh, man, I didn't even see it. I am so sorry, Jeffrey. I promise I wasn't trying to be a dickhead. Thank you, sir. God bless you, man. We're $5 closer to replacing the equipment now. Good. Thank you. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. Seriously. I wasn't trying to ignore that. I just did not see it. Holy cow, how did I not see that? I don't know, I'm not getting notifications for some reason. I don't have any other notifications, and that's wild considering I've been live for an hour and 35 minutes and I don't have any other notifications. No text messages, nothing. Why do I not have any other notifications? If I minimize this camera, if I minimize the Streamlabs app, it's gonna hang the stream up. I can't even look at notifications. So if anybody's messaged me and you're watching, or anybody's, I'm sorry, I haven't been able to see it yet. I do apologize. Up on the screen, and come over. There you go, Jeffrey. All right, we're gonna go. So the Tom Donovan Nature Trail is over here off South First. I'll show you guys where the incident happened, and then I'm gonna take you into the camps. You guys are gonna be a bit surprised, I think, when you see these camps. I think it's going to blow your mind. Now, if I run into the crackhead that whacked me across the face, do I say something to him or do I just keep walking? Because I know they live in that camp right there. I know they live in the camps because when they took off running into the woods, they ran off into the camps that were back in there. I think I should say it. Yeah, Jeffrey, it's tough, man. Dash is, you know, like we're right there on the verge of having sponsorships. I mean, I just got a brand deal offered to me to actually start making some ad revenue, some actual sponsorship money. So we're like right there on the verge of where we have a big enough audience to start getting some brand deals. But we're not quite big enough to get good brand deals, so it's like it's a weird time for a channel. Very, very weird time for a channel. Alright. Nanner Knows, what's up, my friend? Nanner Knows. Alright. Let's see, is it South First? Yeah, I'm almost certain it's South First. It's not Man Shack, and then the next is... Okay, so yeah, it's got to be South First. It's got to be South First. Alright. Nanner Knows is here. Yes, we are. We're actually about to do a Saturday walk through a homeless camp. It's just right up the street here. It's just right up the street. We're gonna park by this daycare over here, and then we're gonna walk from the daycare down to Williamson Creek, and then we're gonna cross under the bridge, and that's where the guy smacked me, was right up under this bridge. I'll show you where it happened. Wait, do I need to go farther back that? I don't think so. Oh, you know, supervising while my neighbor mows, heck yeah. Should probably start a tour company and take everybody to homeless camps. Like, you wanna see some nasty, you wanna feel good about your life, then come take my tour. I will show you what a shitty life looks like. You want to feel good about your situation, you just come out here and look at how the other half live. It's just, this is Stastny, so it's just right up here around the corner. We're going to park. We're almost there. If anybody ever wants to come out here with me, I'll take anybody out here. I wish the politicians that's in charge would actually come out here and take a look. But they won't. They will not. Because they're crap. Wanted dead or alive. Alright. So, right as soon as we pass this red light, you're going to see a bridge, and then we're going to cross that bridge and park. And then we're going to go off into the woods down by the creek and walk up under the bridge. That's what the nonprofits in this city do right now. They sit behind a desk and bitch and complain and take in millions of dollars and pretend they're helping an issue that they're not helping. That's all they do. All right. Kelly, I would love it. I've offered. That's why I've, in the past I've tried not to really hammer the local city council members and such, because I wanted to have a chance to actually work with them. I wanted them to actually give me a chance to bring them out here and let them see firsthand what their policies do. This bridge right here, this is the bridge that we're going to be under here in just a second. I would love nothing more than for these people to come out here and just take a walk with me. I even provide the security. All right. Which is what most of the donations we get goes towards, is the for me to have a second man. Which, it's stupid for me to go in here alone, but we're gonna do it. All right, y'all ready? Let's see how much battery we got. We got 63%. All right. Yes, there's 2 homeless hotels. 2 homeless hotels. 3 homeless hotels, I'm sorry. Alright, got my pistola. Okay. Well, we would go see what's happening with them, but okay. I got my pistol. I got perfect. Okay. Guys, it's going to be shaky, and there's not going to be very good video, and I'm sorry. I really am. Hopefully, in the next week or so, I can replace the equipment that I lost, and we won't have to worry about this. All right. I'm going to walk down here under the bridge. This is the bridge that we just crossed over here. All right. Yeah, so this is Williamson Creek that runs this way, and it goes back all through this wooded area. This is actually a floodplain back here. This is back down in the trees is a floodplain, and you'll see when you get under there. me see here. Just gotta find the path. Yep, we're going on an adventure. Let's just hope I don't get my shit smacked again. 'Cause right here is where it happened. Yep. Right here's where it happened. This is where I got hit. And then my shit went down the water. Alright. Okay, sorry about the moving it around. Let's see. It did not. Okay, so which way do I want to go? We'll go this way. Let's see. No, we'll go this way. Yeah, this is the creek right here. So, we parked right back over on the other side of the street over there. We just walked under the bridge. Now, this right here used to be, that box used to be honeybees. And somebody would come in here and they would get the honeycomb out of it. There was a ton of bees in there last year. Yeah, there's several trails that run through here. And it's spooky as shit. This is where that guy ran Thursday. He ran right back here. So we're probably about to run into his camp. I gotta be careful, y'all. This is when being colorblind sucks. Because I can't see through the... I have a hard time seeing through the brush to see if I'm walking up on anybody. That's a swarm catcher. Let's see. So this used to be a big camp right here. You see how open it is here? That's because this was a massive homeless camp at one point. And you can always tell, this is a protected area. This is the Tom Donovan Nature Trail. It's supposed to be protected. But you can see there's always stuff left over. It'll never be clean out here again. You can see where they've made like the borders of their camps. I bet if we look around, we'll start finding needles and all kinds of stuff out here. I'm gonna find Robert Frost. That right there is kind of what it looked like the guy hit me with, a stick like this right here. All right. Yeah, oh shit. Do y'all see that? There's a huge camp and there's some people right there looking at us. Do y'all see it? I don't know if y'all can see it through the brush, but it's right there. And there's actually two guys sitting there looking at us right now. I'm gonna go around this way. Parasol, if you're watching, I am so sorry. You should probably turn it off right about now. You should probably turn it off. Yeah, there's a bunch of them out here too. Yeah, you know, as long as you're, as long as you're like stopping every little bit and listening and watching what's around you. There's people right here that we're gonna steer clear of right now. Shit. See, it's Williamson Creek, so I need to keep following the creek. I see something shiny back here. I'm gonna see what that is. Shit. I'm wigging myself out. Alright. I see something shiny. It's up here. What is it? It's like it's one of those emergency blankets. Damn it. It's one of those Mylar blanket things, I guess is what you call it. Yeah, look at this up here. Look. Look at this. So there's two kinds of buckets that you avoid out here. One is a poop bucket. The other is a pee bucket. And that's a piss bucket. Whoever's sleeping here, they pee in that. And then poo in that. Y'all have no clue how nasty these places are. I mean, honest to God, you have no idea. You can see all the little flies. But, yeah. There you go. Ain't that nice? Out here on the nature trail. The Tom Donovan Nature Trail. It's bad. Definitely meth. You can smell it here. You can definitely smell it. And you can see there's a trail that goes back that way. That the people that we saw in the beginning are back down there. And then there's a trail that goes up that way. There's probably another camp up there. But we're going to keep going this way. Nope, they can't. This is city of Austin right here. This is owned by the city. There's actually, up on top of that little hill right there, there's a park right there that is supposed to be able to be used by citizens. Let's pop up here real quick. See what's at the top of this trail. And you know what's bad about this whole thing? If I wasn't out here, if I didn't do this and I didn't put this stuff out here, nobody would ever know this shit was even here. You think the media is going to talk about this? No, they won't. Hold on, y'all. That's a big freaking dog, man. Hang on, y'all. Oh, sorry. Do y'all see all this stuff? There's a guy right back there. He's screaming. Yeah. There's a guy right back here where that tent was at, where the dog is at, and he is not happy that somebody's down here. Nice. See, that's the problem. This is a nature trail, right? This is out here for everybody, owned by the city of Austin. Everybody's allowed to come out here and walk this. But I walked by that guy, and he's yelling at me to get the fuck out of here. And it's like, no, man, I'm not. It's like, no, I'm not. No way. Austin, I think. There's another trail that goes up top that way. Yeah, see, there's little camps all out through here. Oh yeah, Jeffrey, I wouldn't run away from here if I had to. Who got asked to camp with a metal pipe over time? They don't care. They think. And y'all see the bridge here? There. What the fuck was that? gotta get out of here. There's a bunch of illegals under that bridge. Sorry I had to aim my camera down, but I didn't want them to think I was filming them. Ryan, you don't have any idea what you're talking about. What do you think I'm doing out here? Trying to get these people off the street, man. People like you want to leave them here. It's fucking sad. I think it's more humane to live in these nasty places? Or do you think it's more humane to get people off the street? What do you think I do, man? You think I'm just out here like twiddling my fucking thumbs? Get off. Go somewhere else. You don't have any idea what it's like out here. You people want to come in here and run your fucking mouths. You don't have any idea what the streets are like. You don't have any idea what it's like in these camps. Dude, go the fuck away. Go do something constructive. Sick of you people. It's because of people like you. It's because of people like you that the problem is bad as it is. Ignore your ass, that's what he would do. Buddy. Fuck you. Sick of you pieces of shit. You don't know what it's like out here. You can sit there and say all you want that you're out here every day. Bullshit. Out here every day. You ain't got any idea what it's like out here. Sitting in mom's basement. Sorry, y'all. Didn't mean to get a little upset there. You can only take so much of these people acting this fucking way. And these are the same people. These are the people that are the reason the city and this place is like it is, man. I come out here and I'm begging for fucking change to help these people, to get people off the street. And there's people like that motherfucker that sits around in his nice little comfy area like these fucking NGOs, taking millions of dollars and do diddly squat. So fuck that. Stupid. Sick of these people, man. I appreciate it, Bear. Thank you. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like these people ain't got any idea what it's like in these camps. They don't have any idea what it's like on the street. I just got my fucking head knocked off in that same camp on Thursday for trying to do the right thing. Ain't nobody out here got any idea what it's like in these homeless camps. How violent it is. How nasty it is. Drugs and needles and weapons and guns and, I mean, Jesus Christ. And come in here and tell me, what would Jesus do? Jesus. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I mean, people ain't got any idea what it's like. You can watch the videos, you guys watch the videos, y'all see, but until you come out here and you step foot in it and you actually feel it, see it, smell it, you will never know what it's like and how absolutely nasty it is. And people say, leave the homeless alone, they have to go somewhere. Okay, yeah, it's better to leave them in that shit where they can rot. Alright, JHVI, take off, man. Alright, JHVI, take off, man. It's probably not that we should have, but a whole lot of people that would. There's not a whole lot of people that would. It's just tough, man. The streets are so violent. It's so rough. It's so hard. A lot of people that aren't even on drugs, they start using drugs just to be able to cope with being out here. It's so rough on people. And nobody understands just how bad it really is. Nobody understands it. What road am I on? Am I on William Cannon? Or am I on Stastny? I'm on Stastny. Here, we'll go up there by Rami's place real quick. Rami's camp burned yesterday. Maybe that's the one I should have walked y'all into. Oh, man. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. I really am. I didn't mean to get all hoodwinked on y'all like that. That was not my intention. Not my intention. Moving in a new fridge, only caught the tail end. Oh, I lost my temper on a guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they find this place. I don't know how they find this place. Well, Kelly, I appreciate it. I just, you know, you can only take, you know, you see it so much and you see people. It's like what happened on Thursday. That young lady that was out here getting her ass beat for dope. And then the lady that, you know, I got into the shelter out there earlier in the week begging for help. Begging for help. She's out here on the street, 20 years old. Her name was Sierra. I posted her picture. She was out here on the street, 20 years old, begging for somebody to help her, scared shitless to spend another night on the street by herself. And it took me 13 hours to find somebody to even try to care. 13 hours. These nonprofits, these people that are taking in millions of dollars, they don't give a shit about people out here. They don't care. If it had just been a regular citizen that was just trying to look in the phone book or on the internet for phone numbers, that chick would have spent the night on the street. She would still be on the street. If it had just been a regular citizen that was just trying to look in the phone book or on the internet for phone numbers, that chick would have spent the night on the street. She would still be on the street. Taking in millions. I'm fine. Instead of that, let's see. Yesterday. All right. Been on here, being out here with me today, spending the last couple of hours with me. I hope, you know, you guys that support what we do. I mean, it makes me want to cry because we get demonetized, we get kicked, we get shut, and we do DOJ, but they don't show shit. You know, come on out here with me, and we'll see what they're here. Come on out here with me, and we'll see what they're doing. Jesus Christ, Jeffrey, appreciate everybody. Man, it's just tough. Man, I'm over. If he hasn't moved, it's so stupid. Bad it is. Hide my kids' faces. I gotta hide my car. I can't let anybody know what I'm driving. I can't, you know, it's so stupid. You know, and then Thursday, losing all the equipment on Thursday is just another slap in the face. the black eye is okay. I'll take the black eye. Metal yellow fist. Yes, Jeffrey, take him on. Metal yellow fist today, man. Usually YouTube, it's over on X. That's where they show up. For a long time today. What time is it? 1:05. Yeah, we've been live for a long time today. Guys, thanks everybody for being here. I can't thank you enough. Love you guys. You're awesome. Guys, if y'all want to support the channel, please do. Down in the description are ways to do that. If you, I can't tell you how I'm out here. But again, it's thanks to my wife that we are. She allows me to do this and supports me. I am right now. Sweet Jane, thank you. Jeffrey, yes, thank you, Jeffrey, for dropping the hammer on some folks that deserve it. Block that motherfucker. I know who that is. You all know who that is. Jesus Christ, that dude doesn't ever fucking stop. Everybody on here knows who that is. Creating new accounts again. Like a fucking psycho. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, guys. I gotta roll. Love y'all. Alright, guys. I gotta roll. Love y'all.